Okay, I am so excited. First of all, thank you so much, Tina, for hopping on with us. You and Debbie were on with Ashley Sinclair, and that was like one of the first Zooms I ever got on. I remember you and Debbie were on with her. And you guys just, and Melody, y'all have so much energy. So I'm so excited for our team to hear from you. I'm going to just have you like introduce yourself and kind of like share your story slash the road to how you got where you're at. And we'll go from there. Is that sound
It is perfect, Stormy. Oh my God, my story is so freaking long. You know, in 2008, I was at a time in my life, I actually walked away from a really good paying job with UPS. And it was only because I realized that you get one chance to raise your kids. And I said no to the money to be able that my kids would know who I was as a mother. And I thought we would be okay when I walked away. I was making more than Bubba, but we would be okay. And if I had to cut coupons to make that happen, it was going to be fine, because I believe that your kids knowing who you are is a better place, because our kids are growing up in a bad place now, and we have to be there for them. Anyway, so I walked away from that job and I came home. And in 2008, Stormy, if it's loud in here because they're still talking, I will walk somewhere else. So you just let me know and interrupt me if that's the case. So in 2008, I was introduced to the route and it worked on me, lo and behold. It was Melody McFarland that did the party, but it was my friend that was actually doing the party. Mel just went to help her. And in 45 minutes, I saw results, and I was insane. I did not believe in network marketing. I actually am the one that called it a pyramid scheme. It worked, and I said, okay, so my mind went crazy. Mel told me I could make like $10,000 a month, and I thought she was crazy. But my thought was, what if I could make enough without having to go back to work and still stay home with my kids? So I jumped in, and I will never forget that night putting all my info on a napkin because she didn't even have the papers for me to fill out. So I put my info on a napkin on February the 1st, 2008. It was after midnight when they put me in. So my official 12-year anniversary hit on February the 2nd, 2008. And I left that party that night really going, what the heck have I done? Is this cool? Did I do the right thing? Y'all, it was $299 to get started. And y'all, you have the opportunity to share it with people and get them in at 69 now. That's insanely crazy. But I went home and I told my husband I had done it, and honestly, he was angry with me. Like, are you kidding me? You just spent $300. You need to go back to work. Life is not good. We can't do it on my only income. And so I just looked at him that night, and thank God I did. And I just looked at him and said, you know what? I'm going to pay our $800 house payment. And I honestly did that with anger. Don't tell me that what I did was wrong. But I didn't realize that night that it made me set a goal that I would not fall back on. And I think that's the thing I see with so many people these days is we jump in this business, but yet we never set a goal. We never make ourselves accountable. And I did, because there is no way that I would have ever told my husband that he was right, that I can't do the $800 a month. And so I just went out, and with that excitement, and you know, Melody McFarland, I am on her third level. Many of you may think that she enrolled me. I am on her third level. And I went out with that excitement of, I'm so excited. You know, Mel just puts that inside of us. We can't help it. And I just went and started telling people. And back then we got a lot of no's because nobody even knew what, you know, rap was or It Works was. But with that excitement and going out and not letting no conquer me, because it was so many no's, and so many of you just get defeated with the first no. Gosh, if we all got defeated with the first no, me and Stormy probably wouldn't be here. You know, so you go out and you get those no's and you just keep on. Y'all, second month in this business, I made the $800 house payment. 4 months in this business, I made diamond. And back then, y'all, it was $2.99 to get started with this. It was so crazy. I didn't know what I was doing. It was just sheer excitement that it worked for me, so why wouldn't I share it with others? And then 4 years, I made the Millionaires Club. I didn't know what I was doing. I just stayed excited with what had happened to me, and why wouldn't I share it? I mean, that was a big thing, but I think the biggest for me was telling my husband I would make that $800 house payment. Because I would have said no to my best friend and it didn't work. I would have said it to my sister, my neighbor, but not to my husband. Not when I said it's going to happen. Now, I know talking to Stormy a couple of times, and I've just been so blessed to be with some of the most amazing people in It Works. And I'm going to tell you, and I just feel like it's still loud in here, so I'm going to walk somewhere it's not as loud. But I feel like in It Works, when we say fun, family, and freedom, they got noise everywhere. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to stay right here. Okay, so when we say fun, family, and freedom, I have never found family like I have found in It Works. I didn't know Stormy. I didn't know Ashley Sinclair. There are so many people that have been blessed to meet that you are not going to find in anything else you do. I would have never went to Lubbock, Texas. I would have never crossed line with these kind of people. But the people that you're going to meet in this business are going to fill you up to be a better mom, to be a better wife, to be a better friend, to be a better leader. There is so much that's going to happen in your life because of this business that you never even thought was imaginable. I came in this to pay an $800 house payment because I would never tell my husband that I couldn't have done it. And along with doing that, I changed my life, my family's lives, my kids' life. Oh my God. My son now, both of them, 24 and 19, they both have their own businesses, and I had no part of that. None. Zero. Like, I did not suggest they start their own business. None. They're both successful. And I stepped back and I looked, what if I hadn't said yes to this opportunity? Where would my kids be to this day? Because who poured into them? Mark Pentecost, Ham Souter, people like Ashley and Stormy, and all the people that I've made my kids be around when they didn't even like me at times because they had to listen to that stuff on the car or around people and taking them to places. This business, whether you want it to or not, if you will come 100% in, it will do the dreams that you want. But inside, it's going to change you in a way that you never even realized that could even happen. And so when you ask me, if any of y'all ask me or Stormy asked me, what is the biggest thing that I see this happen to me in my 12 years with It Works? Now I'm looking backwards and I'm looking at my kids. And oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that It Works came into my life because yes, it changed me. Yes, it allowed me to pay my house payment. Yes, it allowed me to retire my husband. Yes, it's been the only income for 10 years. Yes, it brought the most incredible people that I need to be associated with to make me a better person. But look what it actually did for my kids. I mean, you can't pay money to put that in your kids. Many of you are paying thousands of dollars to send your kids to college. They will not get what you're going to give them when they see you take this business and put it in your heart and go share it with others and what it's going to do to your kids too. Stormy, I didn't mean to go there, but sometimes I just get emotional with what this does for us.
No, I mean, I love that. I've never even thought about that, Tina. Like I was literally like not feeling bad about making my daughter listening to Zooms anymore instead of Frozen when we're in the car, you know? I mean, sometimes I feel bad she has to listen to like Ed Milet instead of, you know, what she wants to listen to, but now I don't feel bad at all. No, I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Because I mean, most of us are moms on here, you know. If not, then there's people that will probably be one day. Okay, so I love your story about Ambassador. I know I mean, I've heard it a couple of times, but they haven't heard it. And I know it's just the craziest story to me. So I want you to tell us like the road to Ambassador, how bumpy it was for you. I don't know, bumpy is a fair word, I think.
Oh my God. Bumpy is just a small word.
Yeah.
So when okay, so I will tell you in my heart, I said that to Bubba that this was going to happen. I'm going to pay the $800 house payment. So my next biggest goal was telling Melody McFarland, because she was my upline and she had never had a personally enrolled ambassador. So I told Melody as my goal, I will be your first ambassador on your team. And I went to her and I said, Melody McFarland, I will be your first ambassador on your team. And once again, I set myself out there that I'm going to do this or die. Like, there is nobody going to pass me up. I'm going to do this. And after I said that, they could not have been, every obstacle hit us face on. Like, it was the craziestness. And so I will just go to the year that we made ambassador. So first, July, my husband we found out that his mother, my mother-in-law, got cancer, and it's liver cancer, and it's incurable, and we are going to lose her. Now that's July. And then the next thing that happened was, gosh, I hope I remember it all. On 9/11, my stepdad kills himself. And he does it in my mom's backyard. And I just remember being there for my mom and going there for my mom and literally having to move her from that house because she was having such crazy nightmares. Now, this is September 9/11. We immediately, like 2 weeks, we're in there because she's having such horrible nightmares. And I'm like, I don't even know how much I believe in spirits. I believe in a lot of stuff, but what she was experiencing was really crazy. Like, I nearly felt like he was there, knocking on her door every night. So we had to get her out there really quickly. We got her house up for auction. She had lived there for almost 25 years. So you can imagine how much stuff she had. So we do that. Now, this is September. And then, oh my God. We're getting through that. We put out to our team, we are so close to ambassador. We feel like we're going to go for it. Now, y'all, that is November. We're putting out to our team. So we've gone through July. She's got cancer. We've gone through September. My stepdad kills himself and all of that. And y'all, I know I'm not crying about that and being emotional right now. I have been through this road so many times that it is a very emotional time. So don't think that I'm thinking of this ignoring that. No, if you'd have been on that road with me through what I went through those months, this was the most emotional times I'd ever been in my life. I wasn't even knowing that you could experience some of this. This was all new to me. So November, we are on the road. We are going to make ambassador, and we're going to do this. So in November, we put out who's on the road with us, who's going. We've got you charted. We know where we're looking. And, we're getting response back, but we still feel like it's okay. So are we not? I just remember talking to Pam. I remember talking to Mel. I just remember going, okay, I just feel like all these obstacles has hit me. And maybe it's not our time. Maybe, it's not the right time. Maybe it's not in our heart. Oh my gosh. And so we keep on running for it. November, I want to say, so we have November 30th. Okay, so November the 29th, we put out one more time. Okay, guys, this is our numbers. This is what we're looking at. we don't see it's going to happen. Now, the presidential that was in line in my organization messaged me on like November the 28th. She was the one in line to be my presidential. On November the 28th, she messaged me and said, there's no way we can do this. It's just not going to happen. Our team can't do this. We're too far away. Everybody's not on board. It's not going to happen. Now I don't have a presidential. And as you all know, you're not going to go ambassador without a presidential. So I reached out to my triple team and I said, okay, what do you think? Can you do it? Do you feel like it? This is what we see. I need to see what the team thinks. So we put it out to the team and we said, I remember the leader going, so we're looking at being the presidential leg of this ambassador team. What do you feel? Send me your charts. I just remember so well saying, send me your charts. Tell me where you are and what you would be part of this presidential team. And y'all, I'm just going to tell you, I was in awe how many people sent their charts in, because even now I feel like sometimes people don't realize what their charts are and how close they could be because they don't look at it close enough. So we get all these charts and we start looking at it and we're like, oh my God, it's just too much. It's too much that we could do this quick and make this happen. And I remember even talking to Melody, I remember talking to Pam, and I made the decision based on those numbers. And I said, y'all, we can't do it. It's just too far. It's too much. I've had all of this going on in my life, and I just don't feel like we can pull together as a team that quick and make this happen. And I remember making that call, and I remember saying, you know, that just, okay, it's done. We'll do it again next month. Well, I think y'all keep losing me because I'm seeing something. And all of a sudden, I start getting all these text messages and these messages. And they said, you got us all excited. You were ready for us to run, and you're the one quitting, not us. And they said, we're willing to go to the end with this. And at that point, then Melody called and go for it. And then I heard, it's doing this again. And then I heard from the Queen, go for it. And y'all, we put it down in 22 hours. We said we were going to go for it. And y'all, back then, we didn't have the immediate where you could see as you promoted. We didn't have all of that. And in 22 hours, we did something so unthinkable, and it would have never happened without the team all being on board. But with the team on board, a triple that went presidential, that was nowhere. I mean, honestly, in my book, when you look at someone and say you're ready, I just didn't even feel that that was ready. But when you got a team that's all on board because we're better together, you can make things happen that you never even saw in your vision. Because when my triple that walked away from being the presidential, she was closer than that triple. But when that team got that in their heart that they could be that presidential leg that took this whole team to ambassador, they got this craziness in their heart and that excitement. And then when I said, I don't see it because it's too far, they told me I was wrong and that we could do it together. And we kicked in and we did it. I will tell you, it wasn't overnight. We didn't see it the next day in that 24 hours because the system shut down on us. You will not have that problem ever. It don't happen now. But we did have it then, and the system shut down because it was a Friday night and we didn't see anything real again until Monday, and we were all freaking out. But I'm just going to tell you, when you finally make that commitment, and I think you got to make that commitment loud and proud for one thing. It don't matter if every obstacle's happened to you. As long as you make it loud and proud with your team. You cannot do this alone. And that's the biggest thing I have to say. You cannot do this alone. It is your whole team. It is all of you together that's going to make that happen. And then don't just say, I'm going to promote you. No, ask them, are you ready? Can we do this together? And when you have a team that is bonded together like family, like I did at that time, and I still do, I always keep my ones close to me as family. When they all say, we got this, that you're wrong, oh my God, I would love to be wrong all the time, because my team steps out and says, you got this, we can do this. And let me tell you, it was the craziest 22 hours in my entire life. Would I do it again? Yes. But what did happen because that we did it? That happened November the 31st. In December the 26th or something, we flew out to Mexico to celebrate our promotion as ambassadors. We needed to grieve over everything that happened, my stepdad's death, my husband's wife, my mother-in-law's death, and we had not stopped to do that, y'all. And when we flew out, we went to Mexico and we celebrated New Year's, and we just went through all of that. Y'all, I came back with pneumonia, like a whole nother level of pneumonia. I'm going to tell you, anything can keep you through this. These supplements are amazing, but stress will take you down. And I got pneumonia in January, and I didn't get rid of it till like June. That's how sick I got. But would I do that again? Oh my God, yes, I would do it again. That's what it takes, is for you to give your 110% in this business. It is worth it. Sometimes it's tough and it's hard, but when you look back, would you do it again? Oh my God, yes, I would do it again. The people's lives that we got to change along the way, and to have that ambassador team. And every time I stand up as an ambassador, I think I will never forget that moment of them saying, you're wrong, we can do it. Don't worry about us because we're on board, because we asked. We didn't do it without them, we asked. That is so huge in this business. Stormy, I don't talk about that a lot.
I haven't heard that part of the story. I've heard the June and the September, but I hadn't heard the 20. Like, I was like, you guys, a triple team went pres in 22 hours, and some of y'all don't even think you can go diamond in a year. Like, I hope that you were like, okay, reality check here. Like, I can do this in, I know we've talked about it, and we told y'all, don't give us those ruby in a year goals, because we know you guys can do so much more. That was huge for me. 22 hours, that's insane. So, okay, here's the deal is, we know this, my question after that, because I knew that story. How did you, I think so much of us have a little life thrown at us, or a lot, it could be a little, I talked to my team about like injury and aches, like injuries versus an ache. But how were you not just like, okay, like this is not supposed to happen for me, like now's not the time, because that's emotionally draining. And this business is emotionally draining, right? So how did you keep pushing forward? Like, what kept you going?
My team. Because I was ready to hold my hands up and say, y'all, it's not the time, it's done. But when I asked them, and I didn't just ask them, I asked them to send me their numbers. Where do you feel like you're at? Where do you feel like we can do? Can you be that triple diamond? Can you be that double? And when they all piled in and sent me their charts and sent me their numbers, it was them. And even when I looked at their numbers, I was like, I can't ever ask of you to work that hard this quick. I was ready to withdraw because I can't do this. And when they come back and said, yes, you can, you got us excited, but now you want to pull it away from us, give us a try and let us see if we can do it. And I think that is the thing that we all got to do. You've got to get your team as your family. I think that is so important in this business. They're not a number and they're not a box. They have to become your family. In the girl world, it is your sisters, and you have to treat them like your sisters. And what would your sister do for you? Think about that. Family and sisters are always there with you to the end, and they're going to fight with you to the end. And that's what we did, is we fought to the end because we built the relationship. I know I'm not the social media queen. And you know what? I don't know that I ever will be. I'm really stepping out, trying to do more of it. But it's not my big thing of that social media. I don't connect as well with that. That's why I do retreats every year. Even if you're brand new on my team and you're a rock star, I want you in my house. I want to get to know you. I want to feel your heart. I want you to know that I'm real, and I will be here with you to the end. This is, you treat it family, then everything changes. When it comes down to that dire need of, are we going to promote or not? Are we going to be that top 20 team? Are we going to be? It's not up to you, Stormy. It's not up to me. It is up to your team. So if you don't get your team on board, you're going to miss it all in the end. And that's what happened to me. Is I had team that already knew me. They believed in me. They knew that if I said we could, we can, and we'll go down fighting together. And that's the way we always build this business, as a team and a family. And all of you out there building social media or whatever, even though they may be echoes away from you, you have to plan some event that those rock star leaders that you can all get together. And I know, Stormy, your team and all them, y'all do that. And that's crazy important. But I see so many people that come in this business and they build like crazy on social media, and they really never join together in something to where they become a perfect family. Perfect family is the ones that's going to hold each other up and make it happen.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, just like a side note from there, Jen asked in the chat, how did you get them together? Like, what are things the team did that they worked together and committed? Oh, I was like, I didn't understand.
So 12 years in this business, I think I've been 2 and 10 years of retreats. I was the first one to really stick with retreats. And it actually came from Melody McFarland. She did a retreat for her Diamonds and Above. Y'all, used to Diamonds was on the Monday night Show Me the Money call. That's how little we were. But Melody McFarland did one with Diamonds and Above one time. And I realized how it changed me and how I got to know my cross line and my up line and all the people together. And I went, oh my God, that changed me so much that I had never in 10 years not had a retreat. You don't think it has to be something that's going to come money out of your pocket, because retreats could be, honestly, you spending a weekend in your own home and going to a movie that just motivates you. You know, I remember Secretariat, great movie that it's an overcomer. Find an overcomer movie. It can be something so simple as that you spend a weekend together, you watch an awesome movie that lifts you up, and then you turn around and say, back, we can do that. Secretariat was one of those movies that did that for us. You know, spending time together, getting to know each other. You know, some people are social, as in drinking, and some are not. And so even in my retreats, we have a mix of all these people. But the main thing of all my goals of every retreat, whether it was a weekend watching a movie or whether it's a weekend in my house to learn more, and in the beginning, when I made more money, and I say that because some of you are like, I ain't got the money to do this. When I made more money, I started renting places affordable for us all go together. I personally have never charged my team to come to a retreat because I don't want them to feel the pressure for them to get there. So now I have a bigger home and they come to my home. But if it's, like I said, just a weekend where y'all all go do sleeping bags and you put 8 people, gosh, I went to conference sleeping in a bathtub. Y'all, you do what you got to do to put us all together. Because when you all get together and you learn what family really is, and I think It Works brings better family than anything I've ever done. I've had sisterhood in college. I've had sisterhood in high school. I've had it in many other things, but not like It Works. We all have a common thing that we're doing, that we're sharing, and that we are changing our lives together. So it's a whole nother level, like Mark would say, family, than what you do in anything else. So however you need to get everybody together, that is the importance of building the people on your team that's going to help you get to ambassador. Because when you're making diamond, it's a smaller group. When you make double, still a smaller group. But by the time you get to ambassador, you built the right people that's all going to be there together, and they're all going to have. And it's not that triple says, oh, hey, I'm not going to be top 20, or I'm not going to be top 100 or top 150. No, they say, I want to be part of a top 150 team, a top 150 family. That's why you build this together. So everybody together, your honor becomes their honor, because you won't make it without them. So top 150 team means that it's all of you together, and you build that within each other. And that is the best feeling. Oh my God, family is huge, whether it's your brother, sister, mother, or father. But family with It Works, honestly, will get deeper than anything I promise you've ever felt when you do it right.
It's funny that you say that, because I remember when my enroller got hit top 150 for the first time, I felt like it was a part of me. Like I felt like, part of my team was up on that stage, because I knew that we had such a large part of that. That felt the same. Sorry, somebody unmuted themselves for me for a second. Okay, so this is you just had your 12th anniversary. So you've had 11 full boom seasons in this business, right? Like what we call boom seasons. So, sorry, y'all hear I can't find it. Sorry, I don't see anybody. Can you talk about the importance of like taking advantage of this time in our business? I just don't think we can talk about it enough. Momentum, time,
I can't scream and shout it enough. I was just saying to my team tonight, and I got really real with them, and I'll get real with y'all. Y'all, in my 12 years of this business, only 10 has my husband been with me, because he didn't believe in this. It was a joke to him. I believed it was pyramid scheme when I got in. It's natural, and he should too. But 10 years, this has been the only income that we have seen in our home, in our family. And we are a family of 4. We have 2 kids. And I will say the last 2 years was not like what we expected or what we wanted. But I'm going to tell you, the company went through a lot of stuff in the last 2 years, but still the only income. So sometimes I say, my first years, It Works paid for all of our debt. They paid for the house that I own. It Works that did all of that. And then my next few years, It Works was the one that paid for the house I built. Because, I got back in debt. I had not been in debt for years, and then we dreamed bigger. And then I got to say the last couple of years that It Works paid all my bills. Like, they still paid all my bills. And I personally have not felt what
Hold on, Tina, can you hear me? You're cutting out a little bit. Can y'all hear? Okay. Can you hear me, Tina?
Yeah, I don't hear her anymore either.
Hey, Tina. We can't hear you.
everything.
Oh, there you are.
Feels like it felt when I saw my biggest check I ever saw. And I was with some people tonight that was with me when I saw my biggest check. Y'all, that's like $30,000. And I remember that biggest check, and that's what I feel right now. And I think if you don't take hold of what you got your hands on right now, I just did a thing and it was scripture. I am a Christian. I became a deeper Christian because of It Works. But I think God gives you what you need to do what you need to take care of your family. But you remember in the Bible when he gave someone 5 gold coins, 2 gold coins, and 1 gold coin. The 5 gold coins, they doubled it. The 2 gold coins, they doubled it, and the 1 hid it. And they didn't do anything. They just gave it back to him because they were scared to do anything with that 1 gold coin. Y'all, you've been given 5 gold coins. And if you don't take your 5 gold coins and do something with it, because you have the opportunity to double it, or you can sit there and bear it in your yard and you can keep wondering, what do I do next? Or reading and doing YouTubes and keep learning because you're not regular. You've been given the coins. You've been given a reload bonus for some of you that need to come back for Diamond and Above. You've been given a more bonus we've never had. You've been given a new comp plan with the fast start bonuses. You've been given 2 amazing products that's going to just blow your business up as long as you're sharing it. You've been given a new app with the sharing. You've been given 5. So unless you use them, you're not going to double them. And we have just been given the opportunity for every more that most of you have been dreaming about, thinking about, saying about, even myself and all of us ambassador leaders. We've been wanting this. We've been wanting the simplified, easy way that we had. And I say that because it was very simple before. This is what it is. This is what it does. We had crappy websites. We had a lot of crappiness, but we kept it simple and we made big money. You have all had that laid back out for you right now. And it honestly, it's your opportunity. You either take it or you don't. You go bury it in your backyard, or you do like the guy that took the 5 coins or the 2 coins and you double it, because you've had the opportunity to double everything that's been given to you. And I could not be more excited. And I'm going for it as my own. I know Stormy's going for it. I know all of us that get it. All you new ones, just trust us. That's all I can say is just trust us. We've been there. We've done it. This is a year. 2020 is your year. It's not going to stop at 2020. Like 4 years. Don't miss $1 of it today by trying to go out there and try to learn more, do more. Just go do it. Take what you got and run with it.
Okay, so you cut out at like what you felt.
Can't hear you, Stormy.
You can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay. Is that better?
I still can't hear you. Did you mute yourself or did I mute myself?
No, I can hear you.
Oh, you know why? My husband might have started the car.
That might have been what happened, because you cut out about like when you started talking about how you haven't felt like this in a while, and then you kept back in at the gold coins. Can you hear me?
Still can't hear.
You can't hear me? You can hear.
I still can't hear you, Stormy. I don't know. It may be
No?
me.
Do you want me
There
to?
you go. I can hear you now.
Okay. Is Bubba messing our Zoom up? No, I'm just joking. Hi, Bubba. Just kidding. Okay, so you cut out a little bit at the part about, you said you had, I think what you were going to say was you haven't felt this in a long time, because I've heard a lot of you guys who have been around for a long time say that. And then you cut back in at the gold coins. So I wanted to let you know, in case you wanted to repeat any of that, that you were talking, but you couldn't hear, we couldn't hear you.
Oh, you couldn't hear me with the gold coin? Oh my God.
No, we heard you from the gold coins, but you cut out right at the beginning. Like before that, you said you hadn't felt this in a while, and then you cut out and then cut back in at the gold coins. Sorry.
Okay. So y'all, I mean, honestly, in my 12 years, I've not felt this excitement in so long. And, you know, to look back at my checks, to look back at everything that we've done, you have been given the opportunity, a huge opportunity, because with the gold coins, I don't know if you got this before, you know, they were given 5 coins and he doubled it. With your 5, it would be the new bonus, the new more bonus. Many of you are doing the reload bonus. Another one is the new products. Another one is a new compensation plan where now we get 150 fast start instead of 100. And then the other one, okay, I just went blank for a quick minute. The other one is the new product. Oh my God, the skinny coffee. Y'all, when the keto coffee came out, we went out and we made so much crazy money sampling the keto coffee. I felt like I had a whole new business. Now you have the new skinny brew the same way. That is your fill. There is no reason you can't take your 5 coins, just like the Bible said, and double them because you have those 5 things that's going to put even more than 5 times in your plate if you go do it.
Yes, I agree. That skinny coffee is awesome. Okay, last question I have for you, and then I'm going to let you go is, so during this time of year, right, I'm sure your work looks different than it does year round. And when you guys were pushing in that 22 hours, that looked different than probably it did most other times. So how do you get your team, like, what kind of work are you guys doing? Like, are you power houring? You know, are people showing up even though they're tired and, you know, they have other stuff going on? Can you just talk about that a little bit, and then we will let you guys go.
Okay, so Stormy, the reason y'all caught me on the run tonight is because one of the things that we're doing local is we're doing a weekly meet. And I found a restaurant that don't charge me anything to use their back room. And if I use like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's their slow days. So if we come in and we order food or whatever, they're still getting a profit from us. And so every week that opportunity is there. We're coming in and we're doing 3 products each week to sample. You know what? We've got so many products to sample. So if I keep 3, I can keep it pretty quick. And then we immediately go into the steps to success. And then we're actually doing a different person each week to do that, because I truly believe you can hear it from me. And if you hear it from my friend Kelly, you're going to do something different. So we're doing that each week, and then we're ending it with a quick, just one little small prize drawing. And then if there is potential customers or distributors coming, we will kick it off just a little bit, but it's giving them a every single week. They're going to come. We're going to help them build. If it's only distributors that show up, we could even do a power hour. But I just believe that sometimes you need to see the steps to success in front of you each week, done by a different person, and given their tips on what they would do to put those numbers in. And we've built many diamonds in the past doing that. But I think sometimes, and Stormy, this was a big aha to me last week. Some of my people has been in over a year that really I thought they had got it. I thought they knew it. But when you sit there and you put a drawing board and you break down step 1, you know, A to B, a B auto ship for y'all that's already been in, what are you going to do? That's a tax write-off. Think about it, because that's what it says for you to do your business. Write it off your taxes. Step 2, you know, now get 6 loyal customers. And step 3, get your 3 distributors. Really, that is what makes you money, is doing that every single week. But sometimes even your people has been in for a long time can look at that paper, but when you sit there and you draw it out step for step, it's a big game changer for people. It's like they go all of a sudden, oh my gosh, that's all I need to do. So, you know, I can put that in people. It's enough. We're there in that. We've got a team doing power hours. We're actually, as leaders, looking to see what other power hours and things we can get people hooked up with. When we went ambassador back then, honestly, it was the same thing. We didn't have social media. So we did a lot of calls. We had a 1-800 number. We have always, when we did face that we could meet with the goodness now tonight on my Vermont team, we went live so that they could see it too. So even if they can't hear, we're live for them to get plugged in. I don't think you can't get enough energy each week. You have to have it, and it's even better if it's coming directly from your team rather than watching somebody else's power hours and stuff. Within your team is going to give you a whole nother level of energy that we need.
I love that. So basically they can bring potentials if they want, but it could just be you
Yes.
guys talking business and trying products. And that's awesome because
Exactly.
you have a lot of new distributors who don't have the money to try everything right off the bat. So they feel like sometimes they can't talk about it if they haven't tried it. And that's awesome that you bring that and everybody drinks their celery together. No, I'm just kidding. Celery and Mexican food.
We start with coffee every week because
Yeah.
what should we do? Lead with coffee. Lead with coffee.
That's funny. Well, thank you so much for being on, Tina. I appreciate it so much. I know you're a busy woman, and I love that you took the time to pour into us because y'all, Tina does not, the reality is she doesn't get anything off of our team. She's just, like she said, somebody that I've met through Ashley Sinclair and just such a wonderful person that I thought, gosh, our team really needs to hear from her. Y'all heard from her a little on New Year's Eve and y'all went crazy. Y'all were like, who are these girls? We love them.
Hey, Stormy.
Hey, here's Bubba.
I'm here,
There's
Stormy.
Bubba. Hey, Bubba, how are you?
I'm hanging in there. How the boys?
Oh, there, he's staying out of trouble. That's about all I can say.
Well,
He
needs
works
to
enough
get
to
out
keep him
the
out
house
of
and get
trouble.
some trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, if he
Hey,
hangs out with you, he'd probably get into a little trouble.
I hope he does. That's how we go. Hey, I'm gonna say something. You know, we got all this new product and stuff, and Mark launched those bonuses years ago, and I can remember when the floor, when you got VIP and stuff down on the floor and things like that, and we've multiplied on the floor, and those bonuses multiplied the floor because people got the vision and they got in there and got to work and shared the products and stuff and social media and all that good stuff. But you see that floor at conference this year, and you see where it's at. It's right there where the it kind of stops right in front of the cameras that are filming the stage. And with these bonuses and with this product that we have right now, I bet you this time next year, those seats are going to be past that camera stand almost to the back. I truly believe that because of the products that we have and the way Mark puts it out there, reload and all that stuff. So, we're still in that winter mode. When the sun comes out, it's going to be sunny and 70 degrees. And we're all going to be rocking and rolling. So get after it. And tell the old man to stay out of trouble.
I will. I'll tell you. I'll give him your phone number. You tell him. He doesn't listen to me. I'm just kidding.
I don't listen to my wife either.
Yeah, you know how that goes. That's why y'all were also getting in trouble on New Year's Eve. Have us around to tell you what to do.
We're hanging around fun people, I should say.
That was a good time. Well, thank y'all so much. We appreciate you guys, and y'all have a good rest of your evening.
Thank you, Stormy.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Y'all got this. 2020. We got it. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.